Today I'm going to show you how Jessum could have done better by woodworkers, and we're going to do what they didn't. So let's go back in time to when I was still in the old shop. We're going to see what we can do. This Jessum doweling jig just arrived in the mail, and I have to say, so far I am really impressed with everything it has to offer. I just have one issue with it when it comes to where I'm supposed to put it. It comes in a cardboard box. I'm going to fix that by creating a custom toolbox to hold this thing. I've got this thing worked out here now on a piece of MDF. I just needed to be able to sketch everything out and lay things out, so I think that's going to be really good. Now the only thing to do is to actually bring this thing to life, so let's start milling foam lumber. When I recorded this project, I didn't have a jointer machine, but that didn't stop me, and it doesn't have to stop you. I'll link a video on my process down in the description for you to watch after you finish this video. Now, you might be rolling your eyes about my use of walnut here, but hear me out, okay? It's nice to have nice things in the place where you want to build nice things. Also, I wanted to challenge myself and build a really nice box for this project, so I chose materials that would go along with that. Speaking of elevating my craftsmanship, I'm going to be using box joints for this project. It's a pretty simple process. I attached a sacrificial fence to my miter gauge and made a small block of wood exactly the width of my dado stack. Make a couple cuts, glue the piece in place, and you're ready to go. I had a small piece of lacewood lying around the shed that I think was perfect for this way too nice toolbox. So I went over to the bandsaw to resaw it down to size before heading back to the table saw again to make some rabbets. Now, while I'm doing all of that, let me just say, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you like what you see and you want to keep seeing more, like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing a tool that you would like a better way to store. After gluing your box joints together, chances are that you'll have some of them standing a little proud of the sides of the box. If that's the case, a little sanding or hand plane action will quickly level them out and get the sides of your toolbox looking perfect. Follow that by cleaning up the bottom on the table saw and then use it to separate the lid from the box. I know this all seems like a lot of work in order to store a doweling jig, but it has completely changed the way I use the tool. Seriously, I know where every piece is now. No more fumbling around in a cardboard box or shop drawer just to realize you can't find that one piece you needed. And because of that, this is a must build for anyone with a doweling jig with lots of parts. Technically, you could stop at making the outside of the box and just attach the lid, but hey, we're showing Jessum what they should have done for us woodworkers, so let's create some organization at the same time. I cut some pieces and laminated them together. Then, while the glue was drying, I began to lay out my hinges. I held them temporarily in place with CA glue and marked for hinge mortises. A little time with my trim router and a chisel, and I was ready to pre-drill and attach the lid to the box. We're in the home stretch now. I'm making a dado with repeated cuts to give the collars on the jig drill bits room to be stored in a variety of positions. Could have used my dado stack for this, but chose not to do all the setup for one or two cuts. Now, once that piece was finished and glued in place, I checked over the fit of how everything was going to sit and was very impressed. So now I needed to drill my divider cover with holes for the pegs and Allen key that comes with the jig. A quick pro tip here. At first, I started by trying to find the exact drill bit I needed in my brad point bits to make it so that the pegs would fit. Eventually, I realized the pegs are sized exactly to the bits that come with the kit itself, and so I began to use those along with the depth collar included in the kit, and everything worked perfectly. Here it is, all in the jig. It looks amazing. It works amazing. Everything's together. Everything is protected. Nothing's getting lost. I love it. So now it's time to sand this thing up, put some finish on, and we'll give you some final shots. So what do you think? Should tool companies start giving us better storage options for their tools? Do you have something that you need to build tool storage for? Let me know in the comments. There's a lot more content coming, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Check out my affiliate links to the tools I used in this video, and until next time, make sawdust, not excuses.